Hey there, welcome back. I'm not in the Nook today where I usually film because it's an entire fort that my kids built this weekend. So I'm out doing a low, slow yoga flow in our family room. So I have my fireplace turned on. It's a little chilly this morning. We're going to start everything on the ground and we're not going to come higher than a plank. So nothing on your feet. Very different style flow, but it's going to really open up our heart, open up our hips, and hopefully clear some of that mental clutter. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable, or keep a soft gaze right in front. We'll start with arms come down, around, up over the top. And then hands come right to heart center as you exhale, letting something go. One more just like that. Drop those hands down. Scoop up all that positive energy. Press it together at the top. And then drop it on down. You're going to put your left hand down, right hand up. You're going to come up over to the side. Keeping those sits bones grounded on the ground, come back up through center. We're going to sway back and forth. So both glutes glued down, those sits bones on the floor, on the mat, on the carpet, wherever you are, and keeping your chest open the whole time. You'll start to see a trend in this today. Now this next one, we're going to come back to this first side and we're going to hold it and then peek up underneath that arm, shine your heart even more forward. And then come up towards the other side. It might look different depending on that spinal flexion. Open up your heart, look towards the ceiling. And then come center. Ground your hands down on the ground. If they don't reach the ground, ground them down in your thighs. Sit up nice and tall and then tuck your chin towards your chest. And then look up towards the ceiling. We tuck the chin down and look up. We find neutral. We look one way, back to center and the other. And just start to notice which side feels a little bit looser or a little bit tighter. Now, if those hands are on the ground or on your thighs, grab your knees. We're gonna go cat-cow from a seated position. So tuck your chin, just like we did, round the back, lean it back, and then come on forward, kind of scoop it forward, look on up, and find the arch in the back. I'll show you from the side. So with this cat spine, round it back, pull on those knees, tuck your chin, and then come on up and find that arch for that cow. One more each direction. Excellent. Then roll it on over. Find your hands and knees, shoulders over your wrists, hips over those knees. Send your right leg back and find a calf stretch to start. So make sure your hips are facing the floor. Stretch out your toes, stretch out that calf. And that left foot can be tucked under, toes can be tucked under or flat on the ground, whatever feels better with your body. Pause in the center, keep your hips towards the earth. We're gonna lift and lower. So a little lift and lower, warming up through those hips, through your glutes. If you'd like more, have the left arm come out. The left arm stays. There goes my balance. How's yours looking? How far can you reach that left arm out in front of you, as if I'm pulling you forward, as the right hip is the thing that moves, for 3, 2, and 1. Set both limbs down. Send the left leg back to start, only the left leg. Rock back and forth, stretch through your toes, tuck your hips under, and then find your left foot off the ground. Strong flex, hip is tucked towards the earth, and then we lift and lower the left with the option to reach the right arm forward. Pull your belly button strong to your spine and keep that gaze straight down so you have a long, strong line between your top of your head and the bottom of your tailbone. Reach that right arm out even further, and it's 3, it's 2, And it's 1, release, relax, ground it down. 1 cat-cow to reset the spine. Cow drops the belly forward, cat tucks it up and in. And then send it forward to a modified plank. You're more than welcome to do a full plank, it can be from your feet. You might change your mind as where we're going. You're gonna go super slow, your version of low to the ground. So maybe that's just here and come right back up. And then go again, your version of low. Elbows are squeezing in, straight towards your rib cage. What is your range of motion looking like? How low can you go, but still press up? See how I said to modify this? If you're from your feet, keep going, but only if those elbows can stay in straight and strong. This is in seconds. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, child's pose as you're out. Wide knees, big toes touch. Reach out your arms far in front. Forehead either comes to the floor or very close to it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let it all go. And your next inhale, bring it back up through table. Come on up and find your first downward facing dog. So hips go nice and high. Upside down letter V with your body. Legs do not need to be straight in the back. And we're going to find a side plank flow series here. So we'll inhale forward to plank. Exhale, side plank. Knee lifted or knee down. We go regular plank. Other side plank. Hips face the other side of the room. Plank and down dog. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, regular. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, regular. Back downward facing dog. One more series like that on your own. Inhale forward to plank. Use your breath, your movement. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet, widen your feet. You're gonna find a malasana squat. So get your hands, walk them back to your feet. Knees come wide, hips go low. If this is not in your practice, you need to be higher, be higher. Hands come to heart center no matter what form you chose. Press them together. Thumb goes towards the sternum. Sit up as tall as you can in the squat, then drop one arm. Find the twist. Drop one arm. Find the other twist. Walk out nice and low, right back to that plank. And step the right leg up on the outside of the right hand. So we're gonna find a lizard lunge. Now this back leg can come down and untuck for a little more activity. Keep it lifted. You can be on your hands, you can be on your forearms. For this low lizard lunge, if your back leg is straight, send the back of the knee towards the ceiling. And then no matter how high off the ground you are, drop your head. See what that does to the whole posterior chain, down your back. And then look forward, step it back to plank, and the left one steps up. On the outside of the left hand, and once again, option to drop and untuck, or keep it nice and high. Sinking those hips low, but pressing the back of your knee towards the ceiling, keeping your left knee hugged into your left tricep. And then let your head go. Look back forward, step it back to plank. And then drop those knees back to that table and kick your right leg out to the side. I might need to scoot a little bit. Rock and roll a little bit back and forth. And then drag it in, kick the left one to the side. I'm going to try not to kick my fireplace. Rock and roll. Just setting up for this rock star pose, a lot of inner and outer thigh, just a little bit of additional warm up before we go there. Tuck it on under, and then come on back, downward facing dog. We're going to take that left leg high to the sky. We're going to first go same side elbow to the plank, same side elbow. Maybe it taps, maybe it doesn't. And gets as close as you can. We have 3 like this. And then hold on that third. And then we bring that knee to the right side and then to the left, going back and forth like a grandfather clock for 3, 2, kick it through, fallen triangle all the way up. And then super, super slow, lower those hips to the ground. Flex through both your feet towards the sky, and then come up over the top towards the one that's out towards the side. Plant the hand, rock star all the way up. Come on down. We have to the side. Rock star up. One more this way. Find that open heart like we did in that first side body stretch. That's why we went there. All the way high, and then take that top arm, bring it back on down, bring it back in towards the chest, and then send it nice and high to the sky, and gently set it down. I'm gonna have to flip around for the other side because I'm gonna kick the fireplace. You stay where you are. I'm just gonna turn around and do our right side. Right side comes up. Right knee, right elbow. 3 times. On this third one, we hold. And then we bring that right knee over to the left, back to the right. We go left and right, left and right, and kick it through for fallen triangle. Kick it out. Send it high, and then super, super slow down to the ground. Flex through both feet. See this toe pointing towards the sky. So is this one. It's up, it's over. And then it's rock star. Plant that hand behind the hip. Press those hips high. Reach it out. Up over the top. Maybe you can reach that foot. My hamstrings say no thank you today, and I'm gonna listen to them. Drop it down, all the way. Last one up. This time we tuck it around, drag that knee in, send it nice and high, all the way up on that left toe, and then set it down. And once again, find your child's pose, knees wide, toes touch. Rest the head. This time we take our hands behind our body into rabbit. Reach for your heels. And then rock and roll like there's a line from your hairline to the tip of your nose. Rock and roll along that line. Being mindful of the neck. And then last one, reach your hands out one more time, right out in front. And then in your own time, come on, have a seat. All the way down. Extend your legs for a little bit of core. Sit up nice and tall, and then hold a huge beach ball out in front of you. Tuck the tail. Keep your heels grounded and roll back as slow as you can to the floor. Arms come up overhead. Find that big stretch, and then knees hugging towards your chest. We tee them out, or I'm going to cactus them because I'm a little out of space. Knees go right over the hips. Flex one more time through the feet. Drop the knees to the right, but don't let them land. Bring them back up center, and then drop them to the left. Don't let them land. Only bring them as low as you know you can get back up. One more time each direction. Exhale as they fall. Inhale as they lift. And then the next time you bring them over to the right, you can cross your left leg over the right to find this spinal twist. As we reach out and look to the left. Then back through center. Same series, last time we go left. We inhale center. Make sure those knees are lined up over your hips. We go right. We go left. We go right. And now this time cross the right over the left for that spinal twist to the left, and we look to the right. Final time, back up through center. We give them a little squeeze, and we're gonna rock and roll the length of our spine all the way up to a seat, and we're gonna finish where we started. Sitting up tall, hands pressing on your thighs, shoulders away from the ears. One more inhale together. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Shoulders pressing away, and hands finally pressing together. If it feels right in your body, we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in that low, slow yoga flow today. If you liked that, you'll love the 2% Club. It's my online membership. It is 2% of the day, less than 28 minutes. This was about 17, so less than 28 minutes to take care of yourself each and every day, not just physical, but the mental and emotional. So we cover fitness, we cover food, and of course, finding your best self in this crazy journey of motherhood. I'm Sarah. I'll see you next time.